What's going on, everybody? So let me just check to make sure that I'm live. All right, cool. There's comments. Okay, awesome. All right. So to those that are listening, this is, of course, you guys clicked on it. You guys know what I'm doing. It's basically updates for my channel as well as upcoming reviews. I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so I unfortunately don't have the community tab, which is a shame because I would probably use it quite a lot. I guess what I'll start off by saying is that I spend pretty much all day editing a bunch of reviews that were kind of like on the back burner. I've been putting off for a little bit, unfortunately. And it's one of those things because I knew that they were going to be like a lot to deal with. But right off the bat, I'll say this. You guys just got my Adam McKay director ranking list. I published that today. Alfonso Cuarón, I have that video already made, actually, and I have that edited. That's ready to go. I'll probably post in a couple weeks. So I try to make it be every couple weeks for directors lists. I also did the Wachowskis, sisters. I did theirs. There's another one I recently did. Oh yeah, Matthew Vaughn. Matthew Vaughn was someone that I just saw like his. I think he did 6 films. I finally saw his 6th movie. Some other ones that are going to be coming up really soon. Lars von Trier. I have one more movie of his to watch. I have. Let's see. What other ones? Yorgos Lanthimos, I have one more movie of his. Alexander Payne, one more movie of his. James Cameron, one more movie of his. Guillermo del Toro, one more of his. Paul Greengrass, one more of his. Bong Joon-ho, one more. Nicholas Winding Refn, one more. Alejandro Iñárritu, one more. And then there are other directors where like I have more than 2, like 2 or more. Oh yeah, Linklater, I have 2 more as well. So I'm trying to get those out to you guys, but keep in mind it is like a process. Some of the other videos I have are I filmed this the other day and I finished editing it yesterday. Top 10 movies that everyone likes that I dislike. So what happened was I was challenged by a fellow YouTuber to do top 10 movies that everyone likes that I dislike. It was not easy, especially with the standard that has to be like 80% or higher on Rotten Tomatoes for audiences. So it wasn't easy because a lot of movies I just think are just kind of like okay or just passable. So it was kind of hard to find movies I genuinely like. I'm like, nah, I don't like this. In the comment section, Hunter Doyle, yo, yes. Glad you're able to make it, Hunter. Surprised there's no other comments so far. What else I got? Oh, Criterion Collection Blu-ray showcase video. So, a couple people asked that I would do that, and normally requests kind of get put on back burner. It's nothing against you guys, but with that one, I was like, yeah, that one's got to get done, ASAP, because I feel like that'd be really cool, for me to show you guys that. I also have top 50 films of the decade 2000, 2009. I broke that up into 2 parts. The 2 parts I have in 2 videos. First video will be number 50 to 26, and the second video will be 25 to 1. So that's a lot. Hunter Doyle, yeah, I got my stuff done tonight. I'm chilling, dude. That's awesome. Actually, Hunter, I'm watching a movie right now that I would highly recommend you check out. It's called The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's the 2011 version. Actually, I probably wouldn't have done this live stream because like the movie's so addicting. Like, I've seen this movie so many times, but it's so addicting. But I would highly recommend you check it out. Like I know you've seen like Prisoners and like Gone Girl, and it's the same director that Gone Girl. So would highly recommend you check it out. Some of the other videos, I'm still polishing my lists. I'm going to be doing a top 25 favorite films of all time list. That's nerve-wracking because I know that's going to be analyzed, so much by people. So, but I have that coming up. Prisoners is one of my favorites. Love Gone Girl too. Yeah, if you like those movies, I think you'll definitely love Girl with Dragon Tattoo. I'm not gonna lie, it is very difficult to watch with some scenes, but that's the director's style. Like he is he's a pessimist. Like he has characters that are just very nitty gritty, and at the same time, um, dealing with themes that are very realistic, but at the same time, just hard to watch. Um, it's also crazy because the movie, it's I don't know how to explain it other than it's a 5 act movie. Most movies are 3 acts. This movie is a 5 act movie, but it goes by so fast. And the mystery is really good, but the mystery is kind of like the size of the point, so it's interesting. Daniel Craig, count me in. Yeah, Daniel Craig's in it, and he's great. Actually, it's probably my favorite performance of his. Like, I like him as James Bond. Don't get me wrong, but I genuinely think that this might be his best performance, just because of everything that he has to do in it. Also, this movie, just like any other David Fincher movie, makes the argument about CGI. The movie has like so much CGI, like more than like the Avengers movies, but you wouldn't be able to tell. Just by watching the movie, you wouldn't be able to tell because it's so nuanced. Do I got it? Definitely will check that in mind while watching. Keep that in mind while watching. Yeah, definitely, man. Um, yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to finish it tonight because I am beat. Um, what else was I gonna say? Oh, other things, couple other things I have. 1990s Academy Award Best Picture winners. I'm waiting on Carlos Misfit Pond, honestly, to be able to do that. I haven't filmed my part yet, just because I'm waiting for him to do his. Once he does his part, I'll then obviously do mine, and then I'll be able to get that out to you guys. Um, but he's been a little slow, unfortunately, with that kind of stuff. Um, I haven't filmed these yet, but as well, but I'm planning to do top 10 Academy Award Best Picture winners. Um, all the number one picks from each each decade that of Academy Award Best Picture winners, and then top 10 Academy Award. Oh no, top 10 worst Academy Award Best Picture winners as well. So same thing applies. Um, and the other thing I wanted to say is just, because theaters obviously aren't back, unfortunately, I'm going to try to watch a couple newer movies, but just it's been exhausting, honestly, with how many movies come out from each company for streaming. So it's just like it's hard for me to keep up. So I just watch it when I feel like it. Lately, I'm not gonna lie, I've been in the mood to watch a lot of like movies that I've either seen before or just movies where it's like, hey, I can just watch this movie and do like a director ranking list. Since those are the ones that you guys seem to like, anyways. Like you compare. One of my 2020 movie reviews to like, a ranking list video. Those ranking list videos people seem to watch a lot more of. So, why not? Oh, what else was I going to say? Oh, Incisor. Update about Incisor. That was the other thing I was working on today. So, waiting on a new laptop to come in from Amazon. I did a director's cut. I shouldn't say a director's cut. I should say an extended cut of Incisor. Will be probably coming out soon. It's only a couple of minutes. Like it's not like it's an hour extended cut. It's only 2 minutes. I did 2 minutes and then color grading. I changed some of the color grading choices, as well as I fixed a little bit of the audio for certain scenes. But if you guys had audio issues with certain scenes, there's still going to be those issues just simply because, again, I didn't have the ability of dubbing. But I did figure I would let you guys know about that. The reason why I did that was because there were some stuff that I cut out just because, again, I wanted to make it more like flow better. But when I put the stuff in, I was kind of like, you know what? I think this does work. It would be interesting to hear you guys' thoughts though once, obviously you guys see the extended cut. But again, it's only like 2 minutes. I think it's technically 2 or 3 scenes, and then I changed the angle of like one shot. The scene where you see the highway, like it's right before like the forest scene at the end. I literally just changed it. I flipped the shot over just so that way it's like a representation of like the characters um about how the world's literally about to go upside down. So I changed that. I changed a little bit of the color hue towards the end. And then I also added a after credit scene. The after credit scene is something that it's not like an Avengers type thing where it's like, oh, there's gonna be a sequel. I simply just did it because I was like, I feel like this is kind of like creepy, and at the same time, it's pretty symbolic. It goes to the themes of like what I was going with earlier in Sizer. So I was like, yeah, why not have this after credit scene? And then because of some of the angles that I used, I also gave credit to a couple of people that also, did those shots early on in production. So, because again, it was a 7-month production, and there was a lot of footage that got cut, unfortunately. I would have a blooper reel. Actually, I've had a blooper reel for the past couple months, but when I showed the blooper reel to the premiere members, everyone was kind of like, "This is really funny," but I just don't know if anyone else would like find this funny. They're like, "You probably shouldn't show us." All right, fine, I won't show it. But I will say the bloopers are pretty hilarious. I have a behind the scene video. Well, not a video. Yeah, behind the scenes breakdown as well. But I don't know if I'm gonna release that to the public. I might just like keep it hidden. Yeah, the chat is dead tonight. I would say, oh, it's a Saturday night, so everyone's at the bar, but it's pandemic time. For anyone else that's in the chat, I don't know who's ready or not, but Tenet's apparently coming out soon. Oh, Hunter, that makes sense. Stuff that's funny in the cast, but public might not understand. Yeah, I mean, Hunter, I could probably send you the link. Kyle and a lot of bloopers. That Kyle seems hilarious. I'll have to send it. I can send it to you unlisted. It's like 20 minutes long, but it's pretty funny. It's more along the lines of, for me, it's more along the lines of the fact of the matter that I personally think that some of it people might not think it's in good taste. I don't know how else to explain it other than that. Just because, I mean, I don't even know how to explain. You'll see when you watch the video. You'll kind of be like, "Oh, I can see what Chad's saying." I think that you'll really find it funny. There's one scene. Well, first of all, Kyle's scene. I don't know if I told you this. Kyle's one scene. He could not go in a straight line. He had probably the most takes out of all of us. It was crazy. So like his scene was improv for sure, but like he just had so many takes, and it was just kind of like, bro. But afterwards, it was kind of like, yeah, that was pretty funny. That's going in the memory book. And we had a lot of bloopers from that. But again, some of the bloopers is kind of like, I don't know if this is gonna fly. And it's nothing I said or anything. It's just people are people. What can I say? What was the other thing? Oh, I bought a bunch of stuff from my next movie. So inside of the budget was, I think, $6. The budget for my next movie, which I still got to find a title, is almost $3,000. So yeah, I guess you could say that it was an upgrade. Again, new laptop, so that way it will be a lot better in terms of editing. What was the other thing? Oh, I got a tripod, which I didn't have before. Got an iPhone. I guess I probably shouldn't show it on YouTube, but I got an iPhone, so I have the camera for that. And then obviously I still have my own other camera, so I'll be able to shoot at multiple angles now. The only thing is that with what I'm trying to achieve in this movie, I also bought a drone. Still trying to figure out how to fly the drone and everything. It's last week I flew it for the first time, and it was crazy. It was really crazy. What else did I buy? Lighting equipment I'm still thinking about, just because my movie's like half and half. Like half of it's in nature and half of it's indoors. And I figure the indoor scenes, maybe I'll need more lighting, but I just don't know, because again, I've spent so much money already. I mean, $3,000's $3,000. It's like not made of money. The drone shots are gonna be dope. Where I'm sure you'll get the hang of the drone. I hope so, man. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, this time last Saturday, my friends and I, we're at my friend's apartment, and we decided to have the bright idea of trying to fly it in the apartment, and we hit the one button, and it went all the way up in the ceiling, and went sounded like a chainsaw, and two of my friends literally jumped over the couch, like just to like hide and duck and cover. And my other friend, the one that was controlling it, and myself, we're just literally looking up, like just our mouths like a gap. We're just like, so then we have the even brighter idea of just going outside. And it's like, okay, we're outside, so it should be a lot safer. My friend has the controller, and he's like, okay, yeah. And he's like flying, and it's like, okay, no problem. That's awesome. And he's like, yeah, so it's up, is up, down is down. And the down button also is what turns it off. So he gives it to me because, obviously it's my drone. So I'm like, hey, why not? And I hit the up button, and it goes like into like another yard almost. And then I'm like panicking, but at the same time, I'm like hitting the one button. I was like, you told me that this would be the button, and that button, instead of it stopping, it went all the way up, and it went through a tree. I kid you not. This tree was huge. It went through the tree, and then it literally was hitting all these branches, and then it came down. I thought it actually got destroyed, but it didn't. And I guess those smaller drones are really good. It was just crazy, man. It was really crazy. And I haven't done it since then. So I need to get a hold of it because I need to figure out how to use it better because like there's no way that can happen like, on the set, especially since we're planning to film at like a cornfield, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that in a cornfield because if you do that in a cornfield, it will get lost probably even more. So there's definitely more of a possibility. Um, but yeah, the drone shots are going to be really, I'm excited for them because there's something about them. There's something about drone shots in movies that just kind of like put a smile on my face. And for me to be able to say like, hey, I have drone shots in my movie, like I feel like it's really going to be exciting. It's just, again, I'm on a time constraint. Like it stinks because again, the pandemic's still going on. Uh, we don't know at this point. We don't know how long this is going to last. So we have the pandemic going on. So obviously that makes a lot of things more difficult. And then on top of that, the cornfield, harvest time coming up soon. So it's like we have limited amount of time to film that stuff. And if we don't film that stuff, then it's like, I guess we have to wait last year, or instead of a cornfield, we'll have to shoot cells. That cornfield, 120, exactly. Cornfield is a nightmare for that. Yeah, it really is. Um, I'm excited for the cornfield. Like I have it like mapped out in my head and everything. My one friend actually has music. He's this composer and sizer. He already had music set up. And it's funny too because he had music set up, and he showed me the music, and I immediately started thinking about like how I was like, oh, this would be perfect for this scene in my movie. So it's just kind of perfect. It's kind of like Hans Zimmer with Christopher Nolan. How it's like sometimes you do the music first, and then it just so happens that it matches the vision of the director. And I'm happy to say that that's the case so far, at least. He's still working on the score. I'm still working on the directing because my next movie is going to be from different point of views. So we're going to have to literally film it from different perspectives, and that's difficult. That's difficult in general. It's difficult for a big budget movie. So for a low budget movie such as mine, it's going to be almost near impossible. But I'm up for the challenge, and I'm just really excited also because I don't have as much. I'm nervous, but I don't have as much anxiety about this one, other than like how the audiences will take it, because like this is going to be like my art house movie. And size is not artsy towards the end, but it is a movie that like I'm like, okay, you can show this to really anyone, and anyone will enjoy it. But I don't know, this next movie is going to be a lot more like darker, I feel like, and more visual based too, because that's what I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to go for a movie that's really visual based and is more focused on that than per se like a lot of exposition and dialogue. But yeah, sorry, I was looking away. I feel like there's something else I was gonna say. Where is everybody, Hunter? Where is everyone? I don't understand. It's a Saturday night. I guess everyone's getting turned up. I mean, maybe everyone's on Letterboxd. I don't know. All right, end it soon. If no one else comes in, I'll probably end it soon. IDK, but they're missing out. Thanks, man. I'm surprised. Like I said, I chose later on in the night because I was like, okay, it's later on in the night. You know, a lot of people are like awake because I'll post my reviews at like random times. Like I'll post my reviews late at night, and late at night I'll get like a bunch of comments, and so I'm like, okay, well I'll cater to the people that are just kind of like, oh, I'm up late at night, but lo and behold, I guess everyone's not awake. And if they do get into the live stream now, they're going to be like, what the heck? Where's the upcoming reviews and channel update? And it's like, yeah, but buddy, you missed it 15 minutes ago. Should I repeat myself? I don't know how that's going to go about with in terms of rewatchability of this video. That's the weird thing about streams. It's like you can see the comments now for me, but it's like after this, I won't be able to see any of these comments. So then people are just going to watch the video and be like, what is going on? Oh, yeah, for sure. That's what I was thinking. That's quiet. Yeah, I usually have a couple people that are obviously besides yourself, Hunter. I usually have a couple people that are like always there for like the live streams, which make it interesting. Then I'll have like a couple others that will occasionally like jump in, from time to time during them. But this is the first time where it's just kind of like there's just been, obviously one person. I think it's also because a couple weeks ago was like when I did a live stream was about Incisor, and Incisor had like 300 plus views, which is kind of crazy. I'm looking at it right now actually, and 314 views, 31 likes. That's kind of crazy for me. It has more than the trailer itself, which I'm pretty impressed by. That's that. Yeah, I'm looking. I have no more. I don't really have any reviews. I have ranking list videos, and I have other ones. Do you have a speech prepared for when Incisor wins an Oscar? It's funny you say that because, and I don't mean to pat myself on the back. If I did a ranking list for this year for 2020 movies, The Invisible Man would probably be like the number one, and then Incisor would probably be number two. And it's not even like the bias, it's because like I've seen Incisor several times, and it's like it's just I enjoy it. And it's not just the fact that I made it; it's just I enjoy it. There's a lot of movies I didn't do this year, but if I were to get nominated for an Oscar for Incisor, I would be like, wow. I wouldn't have a speech really. I would just kind of be like, probably like that. I would just kind of like be like staring at space and be like, yo, you should probably accept it. And then I would accept it, and then I would be like, thanks. I would probably be really awkward about it. I just feel like I took public speaking the one time, and they did say like about acceptance speech, not necessarily for an Oscar. And mine was like solid, but again, it was like prepared, and it's like I just don't think mine would be prepared. Like when you actually win something like that, I just don't think that you would be prepared. It's like in sports, if someone wins like the World Series, or the Super Bowl, it's like they think they have like an idea on what they're going to say, but then when they end up getting MVP for the Super Bowl, it's like odds are most of the time they're just babbling on about random stuff. Like, yeah, we played a good game and everything. It's like, of course you played a good game. You won the Super Bowl, idiot. So that would probably be me. Hey, Marvel Fan 45 is in the house. About time. Wait for you, Marvel Fan 45. Hunter, Marvel Fan 45, he is also a fellow YouTuber. He was one of the people I was telling you that's usually pretty consistent with like the live streams, like showing up. Marvel Fan 45, you missed out. I was saying about how like what the heck? There's literally nobody in the group in the comment section today. I was like, what's going on? Usually before it's like, holy cow, there's too many. Waiting for Hunter to say something about what I said about the Super Bowl. You know it's true, Hunter. you know it's true with what I'm saying. That's literally how it is. Yeah, we played a good game. It's like, no, duh, you won the Super Bowl, idiot. Let's see. Marvel Fan 45. Oof, yeah, I've been on Letterboxd and prepping for my watch before sunrise tonight. Yeah, Before Sunrise is a good movie. I'm actually planning to rewatch the trilogy probably relatively soon. I own the Criterion Collection. It's really good. It's really good stuff. My favorite's probably Before Midnight. Actually, not probably. It is. $100 depends on the player. Fair enough. There have been a couple speeches like Tom Brady, what stuff he says. It's okay, cool. But no, there's a lot of times. Like I remember when I used to be into sports. Like in retrospect, I look back at some of the speeches. I'm like, well, no, duh. Like, of course. Like they're like, yeah, we played our hardest. It was like really good. Like we came back. It's like, no, duh. It's like people watch the 3-hour event. They know that you came back. They know that you did a great job. Like, bro. $100. I thought Marvel Fan 45 was Eli for a second. Me and Kyle Stern. Yeah, I know. I know Eli. I don't know if Kyle and Eli are still friends. I hope so. No, Marvel Fan 45, the interesting thing about Marvel Fan 45 is he actually doesn't like Marvel movies. He doesn't even like Christopher Nolan movies, which I'm still holding a grudge for you, Marvel Fan 45. Obviously, I respect that you don't like those movies, but I will say I was taken aback. I was like, what the heck? I was like, Memento is like a half star out of 5. I was like, what is this? Marvel Fan 45, thanks to Letterboxd. I've had a ton of 180 likes. 180 likes, like Melancholy and Song to Song. Yeah, I was surprised that song to song that you liked as much as you did. Again, I respect everyone's opinions about how differentiate between myself and others, but I thought song to song, and I'm saying this as a Terrence Malick fan, I thought song to song was very dull. I thought that it was at a solid acting. I mean, I love the actors, but the movie it wasn't just that it wasn't able to connect. I just felt like it didn't really have anything really to say that it wasn't already said in Knight of Cups, which also I wasn't a big fan of. And Melancholy, I thought it was okay. That was actually my first Von Trier movie. And I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I don't know. Maybe I'll rewatch it. Like I said, I have one more Lars Von Trier movie to watch. And I forget the one that it is, but regardless. $100. Yeah, people know your coach coached a great game after a 3-hour game. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Hunter. I just never understand. Look, listen, it's like I know I'm out of the loop with sports. I've been out of the loop of sports for like years, but that's just always something that when I do watch the Super Bowl, I'm always thinking that, and it's any sport. It's like baseball too. It's like, guys, you're stating the obvious. It's like if in my Oscar speech, I'm like, if I'm like, yeah, like my actors did like a good job. It's like, well, no, duh. If you watched the movie and you enjoyed the movie and and got nominated for stuff as well, it's like, well, no, duh. It's like if that's the consensus, like, what do you think? I don't know. I guess it's like it's different if it's like, oh yeah, shout out to this person or oh, thanks to my family and everything. It's like, okay, that's understandable. Marvel Fan. Yeah, last watch I really connected to the film now. It's my top 10 of all time. Yeah, I read your review. And the reason, again, it's nothing against you. It's just like sometimes on Letterboxd, I'll see something, I'll read it, but then I actually won't even like it. And when I say like, I mean you hit the like button. Like sometimes I'll just forget. It's nothing against you. It's just it's just something that happens sometimes. But I will say I did enjoy the review and everything. You actually see, it seems, more movies than me, which I thought wasn't possible. So I do give you props for that. Bleed Green. Marvel's all 5 to 5. How dare he? Bleed Green. Listen, Marvel. I'm not gonna lie. I only own 3 Marvel movies. I own Black Panther, Avengers: Infinity War, and Avengers: Endgame. Those are the only 3 I need to own. In fact, a couple months ago, I watched it in the order I wanted to. I watched it in that order: Black Panther, not Marvel's, Avengers: Infinity War, and then Avengers: Endgame. And I'm like, this is the order of the movies. I don't need to watch the other ones. I don't. I think the Captain America movies are fine. And there's a lot of other ones I think are just generic, but I don't care considering that the last 3 entries were so great. I'm fine with that. Although the technical last entry was the newest Spider-Man, which I thought was okay, but Jake Gyllenhaal's great performance. 100. Oh no, Bleed Green, you're a fake Marvel fan. Bleed Green, you wouldn't know their greatness. I don't know if he's talking to Marvel Fan 45 or me, but Captain America is amazing. It's not fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Bleed Green. Captain America is okay. Marvel Fan 45. I didn't expect the chat to get this good. Listen, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't think Marvel movies are great. I think in terms of color grading, music, action and humor, there's a lot to be desired. Although, like I said, their last 3 entries, the ones I mentioned, they did fix those issues. Those 3 movies I mentioned, they all have really good scores. They have really good color palettes, especially Black Panther. Black Panther's color palette was excellent. Black Panther was only hampered by that final act. And the final act, I don't even blame the final act on like the filmmakers. I blame it on the studio because the visual effect artists, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the visual effect artists didn't have enough time. They had that deadline of February. They had to finish it by, I believe it was like late December. So that's not a lot of time to render visual effects and everything. They have to work overtime. And even then, it's like they still needed a couple more months. But again, studio has a deadline, so you got to follow through. But that's my only issue really with Black Panther. I really like that movie. Please, my opinion is right. It's right. Marvel is 10 out of 5. Everyone's entitled to opinion, and it's just like your opinion, man. You're indeed above us all. Wow. Marvel Fan 45 is trolling you, Bleed Green. Memento shouldn't have even been produced. Wow. Maybe you and Marvel Fan 45 have a lot in common. I'm kidding. Prisoner's garbage. Denis Villeneuve's my boy. 1 million subscribers, no videos, best picture ranking 90s video. When is that? 1 million subscribers, no videos. I said it early on in the chat, I apologize for for those that were already tuned in. So the 90s Academy Award Best Picture ranking list. The reason why that hasn't been out just yet is I'm waiting for Misfit Pond. In fact, I would highly urge you guys to go to Misfit Pond's page and blow up his feed saying, when are you going to do the 90s collaboration with Chad? Because he said he was going to do it a couple months ago, and he's still working on it. He still has a couple more to watch. Once he watches those couple more, we're then collaborating with each other, and I'll combine the 2 spliced videos and then give it to you guys. But I'm just waiting on his section. I'm done my ranking, so I'm just waiting for him. And I already am collaborating with the 2000s, 2010s, and I had those videos already set up like a couple months ago. So I'm just, again, waiting for the 90s, like his part. Bleed Green, it's a fat on opinion. Marvel Fan 45, well, that's just like opinion, man. Yes. Big Lebowski. I don't know, Bleed Green. I think you're kind of getting mixed up what the definition of a fact and opinion is, but it's all good. Bleed Green, I'm unsubscribing from you, Marvel 45. Get wrecked, JK. Got you good. I was gonna say Marvel 45. This content's pretty enjoyable. I also like how it's very unique. It does subvert your expectations. Like you wouldn't think someone named Marvel Fan 45 is like a hardcore Von Trier fan. I'm surprised how many Von Trier fans there are, honestly. Like, I have nothing against him, but I'm just surprised that there's so many people that really are in tune with what he has to offer. Actually, doing YouTube has helped me to kind of get into his work more because, like I said, if it wasn't for you guys, I would have only seen 2 of his films, Melancholy and The House that Jack Built. the other other 11 movies as of right now that I've seen, just because I wanted to do the ranking video for you guys. And I'm glad I did it. I think overall he's decent. Got you good. $100. It's an opinion, right? Yeah. It's like Hunter. It's kind of like your opinions that Emoji Movie is a masterpiece. 5 out of 5. Bleed Green. Can I start on Incisor? Bleed Green. Where you been? Incisor came out a couple weeks ago. Now the director's cut, I could insert you just randomly. 1 minute subscribers in the videos. When you do all the Best Picture winners ranking, will you make a massive video that ranks all the Best Picture winners from worst to best? I don't know, man. That's gonna be like a 2-hour. That's gonna be like a movie. You guys really want to see 2 hours of me talking about the Best Picture winner? I don't know. That's one of the reasons why I broke it up into chunks, because I'm like, okay, I'll have it in 10-minute videos, so then people will be like, okay, tuning in week to week, almost, like a TV show. I don't know. It's just, if there's a lot of people at the end of 2010s, at that last video, if people want me to do that, I can do that. I was just going to do top 10 Academy Award Best Picture winners, and then top 10 worst Best Picture winners. Basically have all the number 1 picks, put them in a pile and rank the number 1s. And then same thing applies, all the number 10s in a pile and rank them from worst to best. Bleed Green, you made it without me. How dare you? Bleed Green, it's been 7 months. I made it over the course of 7 months. Marvel Fan 45, The House of Jack is a master for me, but I don't believe it. Top stuff like Dog with Melancholy or Manic 1 and 2, which all make my favorite films. I can respect that. I don't want to spoil my ranking list, but I will say that The House of Jack Bell was good. It's, again, one of the reasons why I started tracking down this other work. I was honestly very nervous for the Nymphomaniac movies and Antichrist, and although I give all those movies, you're going to hate me for saying this, but although I give all those movies a 3 out of 5, I genuinely actually would say that those movies are good. That's it. Those are the movies where, in my opinion, sometimes ratings don't do them justice. I have my issues, but I still respect them a lot. So I just have to pause the movie again that I'm watching. Watching The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the 2011 one. Marvel Fan 45. What you are with Towards Fincher, I am with David Fincher. I can watch David Fincher movies on repeat, except Alien 3. Bleed Green. I thought we were friends. We were best friends. Why? Bleed Green. Who are you? 1 million subscribers with new videos. Yes. It'll be easy to do. You just have to rank 92 movies. That's easier said than done, man. There's a lot to that. Especially because I'm gonna have to do cuts. And also I'm certain movies I just know I'm gonna want to talk about for a little bit. Because sometimes I have to reel myself in. So that's literally, it might be as long as Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Here's what I'll do. If it gets a lot of likes, I'll do it. It'll be fine. Bleed Green. Why didn't you text me 7 months ago? Alien 3 is a cinematic masterpiece. Who is Bleed Green? It's probably one of my friends. It's got to be Bleed Green, Eagles fanboy. Eagles are going to the Super Bowl this year. I guess most of the teams aren't. All 32 teams aren't, but whatever. So mad. It was a joke. 1 million subscribers. Maybe it was a joke. I'm kidding. I get that. I kind of got that you were joking. Don't get me wrong. I did think about it, because I'm this is something where not everyone can say that they've every Best Picture winner. I'm actually able to say that, though. So I'm well, may as well celebrate that, right? Jokes are not allowed. ALOUD. Oh my goodness. Bleed Green. Eagles are winning the next 3 years. I don't know, man. Service Ace of Diamonds. What did I miss? Yes, Alex is in the house. Guys, Service Ace of Diamonds, subscribe to him. He is the one that plays Oliver in Incisor. He produces, I think it's still up on his channel. He produces like some music pieces. His latest one was Game of Thrones. Would highly recommend everyone check out his channel. He's also a good friend. Welcome back to the chat, Alex. Basically, Alex, what I was saying to them is they were asking about like updates for like the channel. So I was just explaining that like some of the videos that were going to be coming up soon. Ralph, I left the chat for like a second. Just wow. Yeah, I know. William, subscribers to the videos. What are your thoughts on Stanley Kubrick? I think he's a genius. The Shining is amazing. Clockwork Orange is a masterpiece of dark comedy. And 2001: A Space Odyssey is one of the best movies ever made, along with the other two. Eyes Wide Shut's great. I'm hoping it gets a 4K release. Bleed Green. Service Ace wasn't nice to me, though. Dang. Who is Bleed Green, though? Marvel fan 45. What the? No one likes Stanley. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't understand. A lot of people like Stanley Kubrick. Service Ace of Diamonds. Game of Thrones clarinet covers on YouTube yet. Oh. There was another one. I thought you did. Could have sworn. You know what? Sorry. I think it's probably just because you've sent them to me. All right. Sorry, guys. Still check out his channel. We did a couple prank videos on there. They're pretty funny. Hopefully people aren't watching it that we pranked. Bleed Green, that's right. I'm the best. Yeah, but who's the best? Who is Bleed Green? That's what I want to know. That's the guys. I want you guys to go on Mr. Robot. Find out who is Bleed Green. Let's see. 1 minute subscribers in the video is cool. Stanley Kubrick is my favorite filmmaker. Oh, understandable. He's great. I think he's only done 2 movies that I wasn't the biggest fan of, and they were his first 2 movies, which is understandable. He still is perfecting his craft. He's good stuff, though. Stanley Kubrick's one of my favorite, along with like Paul Thomas Anderson. David Fincher is my favorite of all time. Like I said, I'm watching The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the 2011, and I could probably watch this on repeat. Like most people are like, this is a one-time watch just because like the content-wise, but I'm like, it's mesmerizing, man. It's just a 5-act structure, a unique premise, really topples things on the genre. I just love it. You know what, Chad? I'm gonna make my own film reviews and do the same videos as you and just say the exact opposite of what you said. That's fine. That's your opinion. Although, if you want to do the exact same things as me, I don't know, man. I don't know. Stanley is awful. His movies are the worst. But why do you feel this way? Jack and Jill, any Stanley. Oh my goodness. Listen, if you're gonna say an Adam Sandler movie, say like Uncut Gems or Punch Drunk Love. Like Uncut Gems is great. Same with Punch Drunk Love. But really, Hunter Doyle. Jack and Jill, no. Yeah, no, tell me about it. Service Ace of Dimes. It's on SoundCloud. Sorry for not being nice to you, Bleed Green. I'll try to do better next time. Alex, you didn't do anything. I don't even know what I don't even know what Bleed Green is. I think Bleed Green is a troll. That's what I think. Because he still hasn't answered the easiest question in the book. What's your name? Like, we all know who Marvel Fan 45 is. We all know who Service Ace Times is, who Hunt is. But the question of the day, who is Bleed Green? You know, we're going to do a TV show. It's literally going to be called Bleed Green. That's going to be my next movie. I'm scraping my new project. I'm just going to call it the next one Bleed Green. Sorry, I got a text message tonight for a second. I thought maybe it'd be Bleed Green. I'm this person. Marvel Fan 45, what's my name? Duncan Cheetah. Oh, I think I know who Bleed Green is now. Bleed. Oh, now I know who it is. I should have known. because it's right around his bedtime. Guys, Bleed Green is one of my managers at work. Kevin Fisher. I suspect now. Shaz. Marvel Fan 45. Bleed Green. It appears Cinema tastes are both great. Well, if it's my manager at work, no comment. 1 million subscribers, no videos. Honestly, Stanley's worst movie is Fear and Desire, but it's a decent movie. It's not as bad as Last Airbender. Not many movies get as bad as Last Airbender, man. That Ridiculous 6 comes pretty close. $100, you gotta admit that, the Dunkachina commercial, it's a great scene. That's the thing, man. I was gonna watch that movie, but I haven't seen it. It was on Star, and I think it still is, but you had to have like an exclusive thing. So I was just kind of like, well, screw that. So I'll probably download it at some point, like watch it, but I haven't seen it yet. Like I said, I saw the Ridiculous 6 instead, and that was. We all make mistakes in life. That was definitely one of the best mistakes. And then I saw 365 Days, which that was another mistake. Bleed Green wrong. It is not Derek. So your name is Derek? Cool. I don't know who Derek is. I don't know Derek. 1 million subscribers. Movie 43 gets close to Office. I haven't seen Movie 43 either yet. Which I know I probably should have when I did my top 10 worst movies of the decade or the 2010s, but screw it. Marvin 45, how do we know you're not lying to us to saying you're not Derek, but you are? Or are you trying to get us to think you're lying because you actually aren't? So many questions. This is very true. I feel like we all should do a video about Bleed Green. Bleed Green, Fortnite equals. This is beginning to sound like my little brother. Hunter, if you're still in the chat, isn't this beginning to sound like my little brother? Fortnite over Memento. Although if I text my little brother now and I'm like, yo, bro, why are you on my group chat like this? He'll probably be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm playing Fortnite. Like, oh, yeah, over Memento. Because you're a liar and a jerk, Marvel Fan 45. Yeah, I'm looking this up on YouTube. Bleed Green. Of course he is such a generic name. Yeah, screw this. I'm not gonna find. Oh, I found a Cardi B video while I found out Bleed Green. What the heck? $100. That's a Kyle thing to say, but he probably is playing Fortnite, right? That's what I'm saying. Like he's either probably playing Fortnite or Death by Daylight, or probably playing both while at the UPS warehouse. 1 million subscribers, no video. This Bleed Green guy and who he is has to be as big of a mystery as the Zodiac Killer case. I know. Speaking of David Fincher, maybe we should call him, be like, listen, don't make that movie about the writer of Citizen Kane. Instead, even though you already finished making the movie and everything, do a movie about Bleed Green and how he bled, someone that had a little over 400 subscribers dry, or in this case, green. Green, yeah, that's right. You'll never know, man. I don't know, man. I am thinking that it might be my my supervisor. Want to go to Retro Fitness soon, bro? Actually, no, maybe not, because my supervisor doesn't go to Retro Fitness. But he's definitely someone that lives within the area, because if he's talking about Retro Fitness, that's something that I think is an East Coast thing only. I used to go to Retro Fitness, but then I started going to my work gym, and of course my work gym was closed, and yeah, first world problems. But what if we already know you and you just don't know who we are? This is true. Because although I am a YouTuber, I am pretty private with a lot of stuff. So yeah, Marvel Fan 45 is a pretty good point. You wouldn't know me. I don't watch your videos. Biggest Marvel fanatic. Clearly, you don't watch his videos, because if you watch his videos, you would know that he doesn't like Marvel movies. Marvel Fan 45. Who would? LOL. This is a good question. This is a very good question. I'm even wondering if Bleed Green subscribed to him. If he is, it's probably private. People are gonna be so confused watching this playback. Blade Green, that was mean. Marvel Fan 45. That was mean. You know what's mean? The Eagles never winning the Super Bowl, except it took them how many years to finally win a Super Bowl? Meanwhile, the Patriots, all they have to do is play their third strings, and they're like, "Hey, guess what? We won the Super Bowl." Apologize now. It's not happening. They beat Tom Brady, haha, because they cheat. Yeah, if you honestly think that the Eagles 100% beat Patriots, then clearly you're not playing the right cards. It's never fun if someone constantly wins. That's why they clearly threw the game. It's pretty evident. Just saying. I watched that Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but again, you can see the mechanics, while watching it. They beat Tom Brady because they cheat. Okay. I'm sure everyone cheats in the NFL. Just saying. It's a $1 trillion corporation. Come on. One million subscribers in the videos. Marvel makes better movies, but when DC makes a good movie, they aren't just good, they're amazing. Yeah. Watchmen's my all-time, not only just favorite movies, but DC movies. Same with the Dark Knight trilogy. In terms of DCEU, I like Batman v Superman, the extended cut. Man of Steel, I think is entertaining. I need to rewatch these movies though. Suicide Squad, I hate. Wonder Woman, I think all right, and Justice League, I don't like. I apologize. I'm extremely sorry. I was very mean and bad, very bad. How could I be so mean? I mean, you're literally the nicest guy in this chat. Bleed Green, it's pretty evident Bill was he lost and tried his best but failed. It's called acting. You know what acting is? Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't in the sizers. You wouldn't know what acting was. That's right. Bend the knee, Marvel Fan 45. Bring it. Yes. One of the no videos, the Dark Knight trilogy and the Superman movie, 1978. I only saw that once, and I was like a young teenager. I thought it was just okay. Maybe I should rewatch it. Hunter Doyle, I'm not going to go on a football rant. I'll save that for the take. Well, yeah, Hunter, you're an Eagles fan too, so our opinion is definitely more aligned. But just saying, someone that I watch it just for the entertainment value. I used to analyze sports so much. And one of the biggest things was the stats. I always would analyze the stats. But now when I watch, I see the mechanics of how it works and everything. And I don't know. People like hitting each other with their heads and I don't know. I have some other opinions, but I'll say that for later, Hunter. Off the chat. Superman Returns was so boring. Yeah, it was. I'm planning to probably do a Bryan Singer ranking video. I just don't know how that's gonna fly. But I am thinking of doing it because I've seen all of his movies pretty much. So I'm like, yeah, why not? Bleed Green, that was me. Apologize. I should have started Incisor. Yeah, but you didn't because I know who you are. 1 million subscribers. Bleed Green, what was mean? I don't know. What do you think of the Passion of Christ? Oh boy. Passion of the Christ. So in my household, we weren't able to watch like R-rated movies. So when I was a teenager, it was one of the few that I actually could watch, like letting my parents know, obviously. So I watched it and I really liked it. I found it to be very moving. Haven't seen it since then. Let's see, that was probably about 8 years ago. Now, I then watched The Last Temptation of Christ, which is a Scorsese film, and I haven't revisited Passion of Christ since then because The Last Temptation of Christ, I think, is so superior. Oh boy, there's just a bunch of comments all of a sudden. Hunter Doyle, we can discuss it for sure. Definitely off the chat because this Bleed Green dude is messing up the chat already. Bleed Green, how dare you, Hunter? 1 million subscribers, you will never get 3 subs. I'm reporting you. 1 million subscribers in the video. Hunter Doyle agreed. Apologize, Hunter, now. Oh my goodness. Lord help me. Now, Bleed Green for what? You too on us. I feel like Bleed Green, like, he knows how to, like, throw together. I don't want to say words because, like, sometimes it just doesn't even come across as that. But trying to come off as a troll, but, you know, usually what happens is when someone's asked a question, especially a fair question, it's like, you know, normally someone answers it, and he hasn't been able to do that. Marfan 45, what I missed. Bleed Green's going on a rant about how everyone needs to apologize. Bleed Green, put me on the live stream. If you missed the boat, I don't know who you are, so how can I? Bleed Green, you're the man. I'll support you in anything you do. 1 million subscribers. Do you have a favorite movie? Yeah. My favorite movie is actually American Beauty, as of right now. I love that movie. Bleed Green, you're mean. Ask me a question. You haven't asked me one. Bro, what have we been asking this entire time? I asked you what your actual name was, like, several times. And everyone else is like, how am I mean? And you haven't been able to give them jack. So, yeah. Marvel 45, this would make a great film. It would. I could see, like, rapid editing, just, like, you know, going, like, zooming into, like, what's going on. It would be like Unfriended, but better. Yeah, it's called Searching. Except in this case, instead of searching for my daughter, I guess I'm searching for Bleed Green. Bleed Green, yeah, my favorite movie is Unfriended. Okay. Is Unfriended, is that a foreign movie? Wow, I'm coming off really bad tonight. American Beauty is my favorite Sam Mendes movie. Absolutely. Sam Mendes, I really like him. I actually ranked his movies. He's a really good director. Bleed Green, ask me a question. What the heck, man? Bleed Green, what's the plot of Unfriended? Now, see, Marvel 45, I think you're talking about a different movie because he was talking about Unfriended, not Unfriended. $100 Searching is awesome. Yes. That's awesome. Searching is so underrated. When that movie came out, it just got under the radar. Not many people saw it, unfortunately. I own it on Blu-ray, though. I really like it. Bleed Greener, stop mocking my grammar. Shut up, shut up, shut up. What about those questions that we asked? I have an idea for a movie I want to share with you. I'm listening. Searching and The Den are great. $100. Yo, it's Unfriended about Bleed Green. Oh, it's like, guys, I just have to say, it's like, you have a smartphone. Grammar really shouldn't be too bad of an issue, other than, like, you know, there, you know, like, with how you spell that and, like, other stuff. But it's like, for the most part, no offense, you should probably come close to it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I was just kind of like, what's going on? Service Ace Dimes, we will stop my grammar as soon as it improves. We're still waiting, Bleed Green. Oh, man. I am so mad. I am done. Service Ace is a bum. A bum. So, bum, just a little word of advice. Bum is spelled with one M and one U. Unless I'm mistaken. But I guess he is a bum. Doyle snaps Service time. I know, right? If only there was like a like button in this chat, because that was just like, that was savage. And that's my friend Alex. He's good at that kind of stuff, as well as living in the woods. In Incisor, obviously, guys, not in real life. Bleed Green, this is cyber bullying. Cyber bullying. Is that like bowling, but like online? Like, I don't know, guys. We should start a cyber. I can't even say it with a straight face. Cyberbullying is serious. It's terrible. But I don't think this is cyberbullying. I just think that this is someone just like saying a bunch of stuff and trying to get reactions. And I think everyone in the group chat is just like mature adults that are just kind of like, yeah, he's not answering anything. It's called emphasis. I feel like this is a computer. That's it. I'm making a movie called Windsizer. Windsizer? What's it about? Like a wolf's tooth or something? Like, what's it about? Service Ace of Diamonds. How do you even know Bleed Green is even a blue? Bleed Green could be a he, she, if them. This is true. It could be Donald Trump for all we know. Like, Bleed. Honestly, with the grammar, listen, not going to talk about politics, but I don't know if the shoe fits. Just imagine this, guys. Imagine this. I can't believe I'm doing this on live stream. It's called Emphasis. That's it. I'm making a movie called Windsizer. For now on, until Bleed Green answers our questions, I'm just going to be using my Donald Trump impersonation for him. So here we go. 1 million subscribers in the videos. It's about an actor who is chosen as Jeffrey Dahmer in a biopic. The actor uses method acting and eventually starts killing the co-stars to practice acting. I actually really like that. Taking that idea. No, I'm kidding. That's your idea. I really like that idea. I think you should pursue that, honestly. Get friends together, and make a movie. I mean, you saw what I was able to do. I made a movie with friends during a pandemic. You can do it, man. And I think with that premise, only thing is obviously the kills. That'd be kind of difficult. Marvel 45 calling someone a bum online or cyberbullying. My guy, please. I am 200% bloke. They called me Glizzy Gobbler. I'm dying right. Yeah, well, thank you. I'm glad someone is. I'm actually a proud Bernie supporter. Wow. So does that mean you're going to be out of the race? Oh man, and Bernie's back. He is a family friend. Sir is Ace of Diamonds. It follows 2, starring Bleed Green as the disease. I am also a Kanye supporter. I bet you are. I was really not expecting when I did this an hour ago, I was not expecting to go into like my Donald Trump impersonation, but here we go. Stop it. I'm hurt. Yeah, well, I'm still waiting for my stimulus check, so I guess we're all hurt now, Bleed Green, like, where's my stimulus check? Huh? I got my first one, waiting for my second one. What's going on? Is it fake news? Marvin provide this is the greatest chat we ever had. You're not well, hey, Marvin 45. Now you get the reference in Incisor with like the Trump supporter. That was great. I don't know if I told you this, Marvin 45, but she's actually like a hardcore left wing supporter, which is even more hilarious. The fact that she played a right wing supporter, and then she's also a lesbian. So most Republicans are just kind of like about that. So it made it all the more funny. It's like an in joke for like us, Bleed Green. Donnie gave me my stimmy check already. I bet he did. Because it's you, good sir. I mean, you're not saying otherwise. Like, you're not denying it. You're saying you're a Bernie Sanders supporter. You can be a Bernie Sanders supporter and be Donald Trump. It's possible. I'm just saying. Lizzie How many subscribers? If I do end up being seen as a legendary filmmaker, I say this line I wrote for the movie. I'm not a legend. I'm just a guy who wants to tell stories. I like that. I do like that. I think you can do this, man. You start filming, honestly. Just get a camera. The Duplass brothers, they both said that that's like you just get a camera, start out with friends, and it's like, who knows? Your passion might become something that bleeds onto the screen, and it bleeds onto the screen, other people see it, and then they'll watch it, and then who knows? You might get into like a festival, and then festival then starts into obviously a studio, and then the studio, it's like you're set then. So I don't know. I just say keep going. Offering 45, not the stimmy check. Oh no, the stimmy check for sure. I am a legend. I'm a guy who tells stories. I am Bleed Green. We actually did bleed green to us Americans instead of putting us in debt. Marvel Fan 45, Before Sunrise Can Wait. This is too good. Donnie, 2020, easy money. 1 million subscribers and videos. I'm already making a movie with friends. Awesome, man. Is this like the premise that you told us? Is that what the movie is? Bleed green. Trump, Trump, Trump. Stimmy, stimmy, stimmy. Oh, gosh. I don't think I have enough water for this. 1 million subscribers and videos. I call it an assassin story. Original. I actually haven't heard that before. I guess that's like, it's like a combination of Assassination Nation with a marriage story. I'm kidding, obviously, but Bleed Green. Who are you voting for? Well, definitely not Bleed Green. No, I'm kidding. In all seriousness, I try not to get political on like my channel because I feel like as soon as you give your political affiliation, especially on like the web, people start looking at your videos like differently. So I'm gonna, in court terms, I'm gonna abstain from that. What I will say is though is that I'm definitely middle ground, in terms of like both. Like I don't pick like a side. I vote for who I vote for, just depending on the views and everything, and then also what I think would be the best candidate. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Bleed green. What are your thoughts on the word moist? Bleed green. My stimmy check is moist. Why are you guys having me say this? Just like my glizzy glob. It's a different story from what I told you. 1 million subscribers. What's the one that you're doing now? Bleed green. Share your politics now. No, that's so immature. Not really. It's mature to be able to look at both sides and come out with a perspective that's your own and not one that's being already formulated. Service to diamonds. I tell the most stories. I tell the best stories. I tell the biggest stories. Yep, that's Bleed Green in a nutshell. Oh gosh. Bleed Green. What's your name? Mine is John Doe. Bleed Green. JK. I respect it. Cool. Well, my guys in the videos. I'm not a politics kind of person. Politics are fascinating, but you have a lot of people that just aren't able to see both sides and be able to smell the roses on the other side. A lot of times it's a losing battle because it's like again, there's not like that respect level that that a lot of people are able to bring about and approach. Unfortunately. But I'm not gonna lie, my friends. I mean, you can ask Service Ace Diamond, who's one of my friends. I mean, him and I, we talk politics all the time. Like, it's not one of those things where it's like there's ever like like something where it's like, oh my goodness, we can't talk about this because even if we have a difference of opinions, it's like we can still respect it. And my politics have changed a lot over the last like 4 years. But political views do change perspectives, though. Yes and no. I won't troll about that. I'll say political views. I can't believe I'm talking about politics. I think politics, it's part of the pie chart. We as humans, we have a bunch of things that make us up, in terms of our personality. For some people, politics might make like 50% of what their personality is. For others, it might be like 2%. So it's a gray area. I don't think entirely that that's 100% accurate. Because for me, it's like, yeah, politics is something I can talk freely and I won't get offended. Unless you're not open-minded again. But it's a part of the pie chart. Mostly my pie chart consists of like movies, TV shows, like food, and just saving money, like, that kind of stuff. And obviously, friends and relationship. But yeah, it's part of the pie chart, guys. I am the best. Mine is Don Joe. Seriously, guys, everything Bleed Green says, do in a Donald Trump voice. You guys won't regret it. Bleed Green, so you've confirmed yourself as a troll. 100%. $100. It really is a losing battle these days. Respect, Chad. Thanks, man. You're not wrong. Not wrong. A woman subscribes to videos. I'm Canadian, so I don't have to worry about American politics. Or aren't you lucky? You're going to get to see Tenet in theaters. Guess what? Americans, we have to wait probably for like a year. Guess who's going to have to pirate Tenet, unfortunately? Yeah, this guy. Sarah Taste of Diamonds, Ice, Wallow, and Calm. Bleed Green. Wait, no. I meant to say you're a troll, Marvel fan. Bleed Green. Ice, Wallow, Calm. Why? What is going on? But you just said you're a troll. It's a paradox. You can't not be a troll while also being a troll. You've broken the matrix. The machines know. Bleed green forever, baby. I'm not going to be a director out for Chicago, James Cameron, and Stanley Kubrick. They get their jobs done though. You can ask Alex. I was like a nice director, and it took us seven months to make a movie. There was also a pandemic, so it's just different styles of filmmaking, you know. I'm excited for Tenet. Yeah, me too. I actually had a debate with my one friend about like Tenet because he was like, "You should watch it in theaters," and I was like, "I am, but it's not coming out in theaters for a year, and I don't want to come across spoilers." So I was like, "If it's on, those websites on the web at the end of August, you better believe I'll watch it, and yes, I will review it too. But that's only if I can find it." $100. People are easily offended and open-minded. It's nice to have those friends who you can discuss politics without them viewing you terribly. Yeah. I mean, a little bit of background. I mean, you know this, Hunter, too. Like, I grew up in a household where it was like, it wasn't really open-minded. So I'm happy to say that I kind of went like against that, where I'm kind of like, okay, I have friends that are on both sides, and I can see both perspectives. Though I can't lie, I do like to joke around about someone's political affiliation. Like, again, if they're kind of like me and they understand and appreciate, then it's something we can like joke around about. But if I had to get serious about politics, I could 100%. I like it. Like Bleed Green. Yeah, Bleed Green gets pretty offended. Well, my subscribers, I can prove I'm open-minded saying I love the South Park song, Blame Canada. Yeah. I still need to watch the South Park movie, Bleed Green. Why isn't Chad my friend? Because I don't know who you are. Nobody does, as I've said 1,000 times. I feel like I'm on the phone right now. Oh, yeah, I got you, bro. Yeah, Hunter, that's what we're working on with Kyle. We gotta get him to be more open about that kind of stuff. Just like $100 LOL. Bleed Green, do you have a Letterboxd account? Bleed Green, yes, sir. Marvel fan 45. You can't have the same account. And how dare you, Hunter? Bleed Green, what's your account? I'm legit interested in what your reviews are like. Actually, I am too. I got my phone out. What's going on? Let's look this up. Let's look up this Bleed Green on Letterboxd. If you don't have a Letterboxd, well, I guess you won't know who he is then. If he actually is saying something that's legit. I don't know for sure, but I totally get that. Marvel 45, but it's probably just a troll. Yeah, I honestly am wondering if it's actually a real person at this point. Dang, I'm scared of Bleed Green. Well, my subscribers, my favorite movie is 12 Angry Men. 12 Angry Men's a great movie. I love that movie. I actually recently rewatched it. That movie holds up very well. Bleed Green, you do not get my Letterboxy, Chad. I don't want your Letterboxy. We were talking about Letterboxd. 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 Letterboxd is something for film buffs, film critics, casual viewers, basically Instagram for film buffs. You simply click on a movie title, you can rate it, you can review it. There's a lot you can do. It's not that hard. Film for 1 million, you got taste. Yeah, sounds like that. Bleed Green, you better be scared, Doyle. And I don't think Hunter's scared of you. Whoever you are. 1 million subscribers. My second favorite movie is Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Alex and I, we actually both saw that movie together. It was my second time in theaters when I saw it with him, but that movie is great. You want to talk about politics? That movie does such a great job of breaking down politics in such a great way. I know when it came out, it faced a lot of like backlash, for its depiction of everything, but I feel like people really miss the messages, unfortunately. Bleed Green, hence why I have a Letterboxd, because I'm the big film buff. No, you're not. 1 million, you've got some good taste. Oh, wait, no. I'm shaking my boots. You gotta be like a Megamind. I'm shaking my custom-made baby boots. Morphin 45 Bleed Green or the Big Film Buff. Yeah. Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out, unlike y'all. What are you talking about? I really don't understand you. I don't have a letterbox. 1 million subscribers. We should do one, man. I would highly recommend it. It's a really good app. I did a video you can check out, or obviously I can verbally say it right now as to what I like about it. Bleed Green. Why don't I have friends? No one likes me. You guys just insult. I wouldn't say we're insulting. We're just giving you advice, like, being able to answer questions. That's all. I'm sad now. I'm sorry, everyone. I apologize. Yeah, this guy definitely isn't Donald Trump. Donald Trump doesn't apologize. Please forgive me. Yeah, it just doesn't sound like Donald Trump. Again, not getting political. Just, noticing certain things. Notice I lost a viewer. Must have lost a, where his political affiliations are, I suppose. Can you stop? Use the Trump voice. I'm actually really hurt. I'm hurt too. My voice box tomorrow is going to be dead. You're lucky I filmed my reviews today, so I don't have to do them tomorrow because my voice box is given out. Marfan 45. Yes, we forgive you. The breakup was tough, but we can be friends now. Yeah, man. Bleed Green. I'll stop the Trump voice if you, of course, be mature and actually tell us who you really are. Otherwise, it continues. It's not bullying. It's just, again, you're in a group chat on my channel, and Bleed Green. Bleed Green. I'm just reading your stuff now. You're not answering the questions. Like, come on. If you want to be mature about it, you can answer these questions. My text box is given out. Okay, I will be mature. Yeah, but you're not answering the questions. I heard you, Green. You guys are quick to forgive. I give you guys props. Just watching on Instagram Taylor Tomlinson's videos. Taylor Tor got canceled for today. Very funny comedian. I usually don't watch comedians, but she's actually one of the few that I do. Thank you. That's all you got, Bleed Green? That's all you got? How are you supposed to take directing in a movie if you can't answer questions? Do you forgive me, Chad? I answered the question. No, you didn't answer the question. It's simple. I can say it very slowly. What is your name? And at that point, I guess I may as well say, what is your favorite color? Blue, no, green. What if the real Bleed Green was the friends we made along the way? I don't know. Like I said, I thought at first that it was my manager, at work. I don't know. I'm trying to think who I know that would be like a troll like this. Although a lot of my friends have this type of humor. Oh, maybe it's my little brother. No, my little brother is Packers fan. He's a Packers fan. Something. Jay Jones is my name. Who's Jay Jones? 1 million subscribers in the video. Ever seen Full Metal Jacket? Yeah, I have. I think Full Metal Jacket's first half is incredible. I think the second half's okay. Bleed Green, I just said it. I'm really upset. I'm sorry you're upset. I am friends you make along the way. I don't know. Marfan 45, we need more trolls. Makes the chat more entertaining. Do we, though? I never can tell on YouTube, like, who's a troll and who's actually being serious, because of some of the dumb stuff that people comment on. I'm not saying you, Big Green, but I'm saying other people. I've seen some dumb stuff. Someone said, like, example, and you guys can check this out because I am 100% telling the truth. Someone on my Oz TV show review said that they watched Oz when they were younger, but now they can't watch because it's too gay. It's like it's 2020 and this is what you're saying. Okay. No, no, trolls are mean. I'm sorry. I'm one. It's fine. Okay, who called you dumb? Nobody called you dumb. I adore Full Metal Jacket. It's probably the most rewatchable Stanley Kubrick movie. I can respect that. Although, like I said, it's middle of Kubrick's filmography for me. If I recall correctly, it's like number 6 or 7 for me. Blue Green, that's Astral. It's on now. Chat. I love you. That took an interesting turn. It's too late for this. I don't know what a turn of events. I know. Tell me that. I thought the group chat was going to end in 30 minutes in, and then here we are now. We're not even talking about updates. I'm probably just going to fall asleep on live stream. Hunter knows. Hunter sees my Snapchats. He knows that that actually might happen. Modern Freedom 45 2001 is the most rewatchable. Just because there's so much to it. Yeah. Yeah, I did my ranking list. I believe it was 2 years ago for Stanley Kubrick. Can't lie. If I could go back, I would have 2001: A Space Odyssey probably as number one. Although I said in the video, and I still agree, the top three all fluctuate between like what would be number one depending on my mood. $100. It really did take an interesting turn. People are going to be so confused watching this. Yeah, I know. Yeah, true. Don't fall asleep, chat. I know. I got to get checked out the doctor. Why I fall asleep randomly like that? It's really not healthy. I don't know. Like I'm like, what am I doing wrong? You know, maybe it's just all the stress of like, you know, just everything like between work and then obviously doing a lot of the reviews and everything. And making a movie, making a movie is difficult, man. Especially during this whole pandemic. Bleed Green. I fell asleep after 7 minutes ago. Oh, here we go again. Only subscribers. Do you have a favorite anime movie? I do. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Absolutely adore that movie. Or Fan 45. Now I'm in the mood for a Linklater movie after that. Yeah, talk about slice of life stream. Woman of subscribers in the video. Mine is Kubo and the Two Strings. I can respect that. Also claymation. Although that one I believe also they use computer generated images too, which is fine. I like the Kubo and the Two Strings overall. $100. Yeah, I got you for sure. Definitely got to get that checked out because it's hard to tell what's the cost sometimes. Seriously. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like honestly, when I started the production, that's when I started gaining like a lot of like things that just weren't my usual self. I think it's because it went from me, going to the movies like on Thursdays to then sometimes I would go a couple days a week on top of filming 2-3 days a week sometimes, and that's including a 40-hour job. I mean that it was exhausting. What the heck, Blade Green? You have 436 subs. That's dope. I have 437. This isn't a measuring competition. Like, I'm fine with having 436. I love having 436. I was telling Hunter, I was like, his channel almost has 100. Actually, no, it just reached a little over 100. I'm telling him, I'm like, that's awesome because it's like, for YouTubers that do movie reviews, it's not as easy as you think because it's like there's so much competition out there. There really is. And especially because a lot of it's kind of like formulated to where it's like a lot of people would just base off their opinions on what's popular without actually having seen a lot of movies. Like Marvel Fan 45, he's kind of in the same boat as me. His tastes are kind of like mine, where it's very obscure, he's open minded, versus other people, they'll just watch and review whatever, the average person wants. And it's kind of like annoying for me because it's like, okay, but there's more. There is more, if you film buff. Doyle, what is your favorite movie? I believe Hunter's favorite movie is probably a sports one. Oh, Bleed Green, shout out for shout out. $100. I have a lot. I'm not a film buff, but I do love Hunger Man, 42, Prisoners, Whiplash. 42 was solid. Prisoners is great. Whiplash is great. Oh, what's going on? $100 and 1 million subscribers. You guys have such great taste. Yeah, I try to review stuff people haven't heard of. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad that I am following you on Letterboxd, Marvel45, because some of the stuff you've reviewed, I'm like, I haven't even heard of. I hadn't heard of it until you mentioned it. $100. Thanks for everyone. Check out the Take, aka Sports Chat with the boys and Nate. I have an easier platform with sports, though. Like you said, it's harder with film YouTube channels. Yeah, because what a lot of people don't understand with the YouTube algorithm is that the longer your videos are, the more likely you are going to get views. My thing, though, is that I try to make my videos on the shorter side, except for my special videos. My special videos obviously being like ranking lists. But the other ones I try to make short to the point, like 4 or 5 minutes, because attention spans, like live streams and, videos such as like in the Take, it's like the longer your videos, the more likely you are to get subscribers. And again, when you're going against the grain, it's like, you're likely to succeed as much per se. But whatever. 1 million subscribers, ID YouTube channel called Hacking Kick 447. Excuse me, reviews some. Oh, nice. You still post stuff? R54 yeah, notice the return of voices through time are both my favorite films. No one has heard them. Yeah, I haven't heard of them either, honestly. $100 for real, dude. Attention spans are so short these days. Yeah, they really are. They really are. And that's why, like, there's certain movies that just come out, or even, like, that's why they have, like, rapid pace editing. It's like, unique style. I don't know. It's interesting. Bleed Green leaving. Much love, chat. Cool. 1 million subscribers got deleted. YouTube deleted it. Of course they did. YouTube always deletes the best stuff. YouTube's interesting to follow their system. There's like a lot. There's so many rules and guidelines that they have in place, and a lot of times it's just kind of like, what the heck, All right, guys, gonna be wrapping it up soon, just because I am beat, very beat. Didn't sleep well. Bleed Green, bye everyone until we meet again. Wahaha. Interesting. Marvin, I got to hear what they think sound like a ghost story, which I think could have been a space but flops at the ending. But the 5 minute take of room are eating pie is just cinema, honestly. Yeah, the pie eating scene in that movie was great. I can't lie, the ghost story when I saw theaters, I thought it was very dull. But I still gave it a 4 out of 5 because, in terms of like filmmaking, it is really good. Maybe I'll rewatch it, but I saw David Lowery's other film. What was it? The Old Man and the Gun, and I thought it was solid, and I saw that like a couple years ago in theaters. Gotta agree. 1 minute Skyvers. What time is it for you? Bleed Green, 4:10 a.m. for me. How? For me, it's 1:10 a.m. 1:11 a.m. Eastern time. So I'm used to falling asleep pretty like around this time. Like I said earlier, I'm probably just gonna watch like finish the Rogue Tattoo like later on tomorrow, just because there's no way I'm gonna be able to stay up for that, unfortunately. Stinks because, like I said, I love that movie. Final 45. It's in the Misfit Pond's favorite films, which surprised me a little bit, but teaches him. Yeah, Misfit Pond. I love him. Again, I love him. And I really like that he's doing his own thing. Kind of like some of the other channels I follow, he's doing his own thing. He has that niche, of like obscure movies and he's writing that, and I like that. I do also like how every now and then when he does watch mainstream movies, like he can appreciate them as well. I feel like a lot of YouTubers, it's like either like a this or that, so it's kind of cool to see he's able to do both, which I am too. Again, some of the movies he's reviewed are like even more obscure than what I've even seen, but I'll still try to track them down and watch them. Um, but yeah, Mr. Fun's good. Again, I'm waiting for him to do his part in the 1990s, but it sounds like he's been doing like a lot. So I'll probably give another week in the be like, hey, bro, you done yet? So it was. I told him about this. I believe it was April. It's been 4 months, and he's slowly been working his way up. Well, great. I don't say 24 grand. I'm a beast. Me too. Just kidding. I need my sleep. Bleed Green, give me credit. I love this video. 1 million subscriber. At one point in my movie career, I went to make a film trade adaptation of Legend of Zelda. Interesting. Legend of Zelda, I feel like could be a good movie. Bleed Green, I got you that publicity. Bleed Green, you also messed with my sleep schedule. I'm kidding. Kind of. All right, guys. Oh, wait. Mafia 45, he's a super nice guy, but some stuff I do disagree with him on. So I do prefer certain stuff from Artsy films. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, a lot of YouTubers will follow other people just based on, like, similar likes and dislikes. But I do disagree with him on, like, a lot of stuff. Like, Videodrome, I think he gave, like, a 7 out of 10. I give that movie, like, a 9 out of 10. I thought Videodrome was a great movie. And then some movies I hold, like, higher than what I would and vice versa. But we do also agree, like, on a lot, which is kind of cool. Believing I'm the root of your success. 1 million subscribers. Have a good sleep. I know I will. $100 night chat. Martin Friday night chat. Making my exit. Have a good night. Finally, time for before sunrise. I look forward to reading your review. Off 45. And guys, again, it was per usual a great time in the chat. Everyone acknowledge me for you. Bleed green, bleed green. All right, guys. You all have a good rest of your night. And I will talk to you guys later for the next stream. And yeah, ending it right now. Catch you guys later.